Welcome back to our channel World of Coins, the place where we uncover hidden treasures in your coin collection. Have you ever wondered if that old coins could be worth thousands or even millions? Well, today's your lucky day. We're diving into some of the rarest and most valuable US coins that might be sitting right under your nose. Let's jump in and see if you've got a fortune waiting to be discovered. Top 1. The Roosevelt dime is one of the most familiar coins in American pockets, yet within its small size lies a world of hidden treasures that can take your breath away. Among these modern issues, the 1974 Roosevelt dime stands out as a remarkable piece that carries both history and astonishing value when found in the right condition. When this dime was struck in 1974, America was living through a period of change and challenges. The early 1970s were filled with cultural shifts, political events, and economic pressures, but coins like the Roosevelt dime continued to symbolize stability in the hands of millions of Americans. The obverse of the 1974 dime proudly bears the portrait of Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. His profile faces left, strong and determined, serving as a reminder of his leadership during some of the nation's toughest years, including the Great Depression and World War II. On the reverse of the coin, we see a design rich with symbolism. A flaming torch stands tall in the center, representing liberty, flanked by an olive branch of peace on one side and an oak branch of strength and independence on the other. These three elements together tell a powerful story of American ideals. By 1974, Roosevelt dimes were no longer struck in silver. Instead, they were minted in a copper-nickel-clad composition, designed to withstand years of circulation. Millions upon millions were struck that year, and most went into everyday use. Yet, as collectors know, sheer numbers don't always define rarity. The key to the 1974 Roosevelt dime lies in condition, strike quality, and sometimes unusual minting errors. While common worn examples are worth only face value, the right specimen in pristine condition can command a staggering price at auction. Mint marks add another layer of intrigue. In 1974, Roosevelt dimes were struck at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, while San Francisco focused on producing proof coins for collectors. Each mint mark adds its own dimension to rarity and value. For coin collectors, high-grade examples certified by professional grading companies like PCGS and NGC are the ultimate goal. A dime with razor-sharp detail, mirror-like luster, and no visible blemishes can be classified as mint state, instantly placing it in a league far above ordinary circulation strikes. One of the most exciting aspects of the 1974 dime is the possibility of error coins. Striking mistakes such as off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, and missing elements all add immense value. These errors are like fingerprints of history, making each coin unique and highly desirable. Collectors are especially thrilled by proof errors from San Francisco. A 1974 S-proof dime that slipped through quality control with an unusual flaw can skyrocket in value, turning a coin once worth 10 cents into a numismatic marvel worth thousands. Even without errors, the 1974 dime is a coin worth searching for in high grades. Circulation strikes with exceptional detail are very difficult to find, particularly with fully struck devices and strong details in Roosevelt's hair and the torch flame on the reverse. The challenge of finding such coins is what keeps collectors fascinated. Searching through rolls of dimes, coin jars, or inherited collections can lead to the thrilling discovery of a 1974 Roosevelt dime in breathtaking condition. The passage of time has only increased the rarity of such coins. Most examples from 1974 have been lost, worn down, or damaged through circulation. The few that remain in perfect or near-perfect condition are treasured like jewels by collectors. Auction records have proven just how valuable these coins can be. Whenever a flawless 1974 dime appears on the market, bidding wars break out, and prices soar beyond what many expect. This element of surprise has cemented the dime's place in the spotlight. Collectors also cherish the Roosevelt dime because of its deep connection to American history. Roosevelt was more than a president, he was a symbol of resilience and determination, and his portrait on the dime makes the coin an everyday tribute to his legacy. For new collectors, the 1974 dime offers an important lesson: never underestimate modern coins. Even small, seemingly common coins can hold enormous potential when you look at them with a trained eye. For advanced numismatists, this dime provides a challenge worthy of pursuit. Finding the finest example requires knowledge, patience, and sometimes even luck, making the eventual acquisition even more rewarding. The beauty of the 1974 dime lies not just in its monetary value, but also in the artistry of its design. The balance of liberty, peace, and strength shown on the reverse continues to inspire admiration among collectors of all ages. Every coin tells a story, and the story of the 1974 dime is one of hidden potential. From pocket change to priceless treasure, it shows that the smallest coin can carry the biggest surprise. The market for rare dimes has only grown stronger in recent years, with more people discovering the thrill of collecting and investing in coins. The 1974 Roosevelt dime continues to shine in this expanding market, drawing attention from collectors worldwide. Collectors often say that holding a coin like the 1974 dime is like holding a piece of living history. It connects you not only to the year it was struck, but also to the legacy of Roosevelt and the era of American resilience he represents. The journey of a dime from circulation to a collector's showcase is nothing short of fascinating. Each step along the way adds character, and each perfect survivor adds rarity to the story. The excitement builds when you realize that coins like this could still be out there, waiting to be discovered in ordinary collections, forgotten rolls, or even pocket change. The dream of finding one keeps the hunt alive. The Roosevelt dime series is already beloved, but the 1974 edition adds an element of rarity that collectors cannot resist. It transforms from a small coin of daily use into an extraordinary treasure. As time goes on, the demand for high-quality 1974 Roosevelt dimes will only increase. Their scarcity ensures that values remain strong, while their symbolism ensures their place in American numismatic history. Every collector dreams of uncovering that one special coin, the one that turns an ordinary find into a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. For many, the 1974 Roosevelt dime represents that dream. This coin shows that greatness can come in the smallest of packages. It's a coin that captures the essence of America's strength, values, and hidden potential all at once. In the end, the 1974 Roosevelt dime is more than just a piece of change, it's a treasure waiting to be recognized. And for one extraordinary example in pristine condition, it reached the incredible value of $127,000. Top 2. The Roosevelt dime is a small but mighty piece of American history, and the 1979 issue has become one of the most intriguing examples for coin collectors around the world. Though it was minted in huge numbers for everyday use, certain coins from this year have become incredibly rare and valuable, making them treasures hiding in plain sight. The year 1979 was a turning point in many ways for the United States. The country faced inflation, energy crises, and shifting political landscapes, yet coins like the Roosevelt dime remained steady in circulation, passing quietly from hand to hand. The obverse of the 1979 dime features Franklin D. Roosevelt, the beloved president whose leadership during the Great Depression and World War II left a permanent mark on America. His portrait is clean, strong, and dignified, a lasting tribute to his legacy. On the reverse of the coin, the design is filled with powerful symbolism. A torch of liberty blazes brightly in the center, while an olive branch of peace and an oak branch of strength flank it. Together, these three elements tell a timeless story of freedom, peace, and resilience. By 1979, the dime was no longer minted in silver. Like most modern U.S. coins of the era, it was struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition, which made it durable for circulation but also less glamorous compared to earlier silver issues. Still, this composition didn't take away from the possibility of rarity. Millions of Roosevelt dimes were produced in 1979 across multiple mints, including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Yet only a handful of examples stand out today for their extraordinary condition or their unusual minting errors. What makes a 1979 dime truly valuable is the combination of perfection and rarity. Circulated examples, worn down by daily use, are worth only face value. But when a coin is preserved in pristine, mint-state condition, its value skyrockets into the thousands. Collectors prize examples with sharp details and mirror-like luster. On the obverse, the fine lines of Roosevelt's hair and the clarity of the lettering must stand out crisply. On the reverse, the torch and branches must appear sharp and fully defined. The San Francisco Mint also struck proof dimes in 1979 for collectors. These coins were made with special care, featuring frosted devices and mirrored fields. While most proofs are common, certain rare variations or errors can command a fortune. One of the most exciting aspects of the 1979 dime lies in minting errors. Double die obverse, off-center strikes, filled mint marks, and missing elements are just a few of the rare mistakes that can transform a simple dime into a priceless piece of numismatic art. Some of the rarest dimes of this year have been found in sealed proof sets or unsearched rolls, waiting decades to be discovered. The thrill of finding such a coin is what drives collectors to search tirelessly. High-grade coins certified by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC often sell for thousands of dollars. These coins are preserved in protective holders and given a numerical grade that reflects their condition. The higher the grade, the higher the value. For example, a 1979 dime in MS67 or higher condition is extremely scarce. Coins like this are nearly flawless under magnification, and they represent the very best of what the mint produced that year. The passage of time has only made these coins rarer. As the decades passed, most 1979 dimes were worn down in circulation, making the surviving high-quality examples even more special. Collectors also seek varieties like filled S-proof dimes from San Francisco, which feature a mint mark that appears darker or less defined. These small variations add great interest and can increase value dramatically. The demand for rare Roosevelt dimes continues to grow, as more people discover the joy of coin collecting. The 1979 dime has earned its place as one of the most sought-after modern issues. Part of its allure comes from its humble appearance. It looks like any other dime you might find in pocket change, but hidden among millions of ordinary coins are the few extraordinary examples that could change a collector's life. The design itself continues to inspire admiration. The balance of liberty, peace, and strength on the reverse, combined with Roosevelt's dignified portrait, make this dime a true piece of American artistry. Every time a 1979 dime surfaces at auction in exceptional condition, the excitement is palpable. Collectors bid fiercely, driving prices higher and higher, eager to secure one of these treasures. For many collectors, the hunt is just as thrilling as the coin itself. Searching through old collections, bank rolls, or forgotten boxes of coins holds the promise of finding that one rare dime from 1979. This coin story is one of transformation. What began as a simple 10-cent piece for commerce has become a star in the world of numismatics, proving that even the smallest coin can hold immense value. The Roosevelt dime also carries the enduring legacy of Franklin D. Roosevelt. His leadership, courage, and vision continue to be honored through this coin, reminding each holder of the values that shaped a nation. In a way, the 1979 dime represents both history and hope. It is a relic of its time, but also a promise that treasures can be found where we least expect them. Every collector dreams of finding that one coin that stands above the rest, the one that tells a story and carries a value beyond imagination. The 1979 dime often fulfills that dream. It serves as a reminder that no coin should ever be overlooked. Even the smallest, simplest coin has the potential to hold extraordinary worth. As years pass, the fame of the 1979 dime will only continue to grow. Its combination of artistry, history, and scarcity ensures it will remain a prized treasure for generations. The excitement of owning such a coin goes beyond money. It's about holding a piece of American history, a piece of art, and a piece of rare luck in the palm of your hand. In the end, the 1979 Roosevelt dime is proof that greatness can be found in the most unexpected places. It is a coin of legacy, beauty, and immense value, and one extraordinary example of the 1979 Roosevelt dime has sold for the breathtaking sum of $113,000. Top 3. The Roosevelt dime of 1980 may look like just another small coin in American pocket change, but it carries with it an incredible story of history, artistry, and value that makes it one of the most exciting coins for collectors to talk about today. Although millions of dimes were minted in 1980, only a select few examples have proven themselves to be so rare and pristine that they are now worth thousands of times more than their original face value. The design of this dime is rooted in American history. The obverse shows Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, whose leadership during the darkest days of the Great Depression and World War II gave hope to millions. Roosevelt's portrait is strong and commanding. His profile looks forward with determination, and the word liberty rests proudly at the side, a reminder of the values that guided his presidency. On the reverse, the design is elegant yet powerful. A blazing torch shines in the center, symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch representing peace and an oak branch symbolizing strength. This imagery tells a story of resilience and hope that resonates deeply with Americans. By 1980, the dime had long since shifted away from silver. Like other modern dimes, it was struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition, a practical choice meant for durability in circulation. While this removed the precious metal appeal, it did not take away from the possibility of rarity. The Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints all contributed to the production of the 1980 Roosevelt dime. But only a small number of examples from these mints have reached levels of condition and quality that set them apart from the rest. Most 1980 dimes were used daily in commerce, exchanged countless times until they became worn and ordinary. Yet tucked away in forgotten rolls, proof sets, or collections are coins that remain virtually untouched, preserving their mint luster. What makes the 1980 Roosevelt dime especially exciting is the combination of scarcity and perfection. In high mint state grades or flawless proof condition, its value rises far beyond the imagination of an ordinary coin user. Collectors prize coins that display razor-sharp details on Roosevelt's hair, clean and bold lettering, and reflective surfaces free from scratches or marks. These qualities are incredibly rare in surviving examples. One of the great draws of the 1980 dime is its proof strikes from the San Francisco Mint. These were created with extra care, often showing frosted portraits against mirror-like backgrounds, and today they remain coveted pieces for collectors. Errors and varieties also add to the excitement. A 1980 dime with an off-center strike, double die, filled mint mark, or other minting anomaly can skyrocket in value, as these accidents are unique and scarce. Finding one of these treasures can be a life-changing discovery. For collectors, the thrill is in the hunt, searching through inherited coin jars, old sets, or even circulation to find that hidden gem. The grading services, such as PCGS and NGC, play a huge role in confirming the authenticity and condition of valuable 1980 dimes. Coins that reach grades of MS67 or higher are extremely rare and fetch record-breaking prices at auction. As decades pass, fewer high-quality examples remain. Each year that goes by makes the surviving pristine 1980 Roosevelt dimes even rarer, increasing their desirability and market value. The artistry of this dime cannot be overlooked. Though small, the coin reflects a thoughtful balance of symbolism and tribute, honoring Roosevelt while capturing America's ideals of liberty, peace, and strength. Every time a flawless 1980 dime appears at auction, the coin community takes notice. Bidders compete passionately, knowing how scarce and important these coins are in the world of modern numismatics. Collectors who own one of these treasures often describe the feeling as holding not just a coin, but a piece of American history, something small in size yet immeasurable in value. The story of the 1980 Roosevelt dime also reminds us that great value can often be hidden in the most ordinary places. A dime that looks like every other coin in circulation could, in fact, be worth a fortune. The demand for rare modern coins continues to grow. As more people discover coin collecting, the spotlight shines brighter on special issues like the 1980 dime. For seasoned numismatists, this coin represents the perfect blend of accessibility and rarity. For new collectors, it offers the thrilling possibility of stumbling upon a life-changing find. The coin's enduring appeal lies in its dual identity. On one hand, it is a common dime used for decades in vending machines and change purses. On the other, it is a hidden masterpiece that can command astonishing prices. The resilience of Roosevelt's portrait also speaks volumes. Decades after his presidency, his image continues to circulate in every American's pocket, a daily reminder of his impact. The reverse design, too, holds timeless meaning. Liberty, peace, and strength remain cornerstones of the American spirit, and this small coin continues to broadcast that message around the world. For many collectors, owning a rare 1980 dime is a dream. It connects them to history, art, and a sense of discovery that goes far beyond its face value of 10 cents. Every coin tells a story, and the 1980 Roosevelt dime tells one of perseverance, luck, and extraordinary worth. Its journey from minting presses to collectors' showcases is one of transformation. This coin is proof that sometimes the greatest treasures are the smallest. Overlooked by millions, yet cherished by those who know its true rarity, the 1980 dime stands as a symbol of hidden value, and in one remarkable case, a pristine example of the 1980 Roosevelt dime has been valued at the astounding price of $110,000. Top 4. The year 2000 may feel recent in the grand story of American coinage, but the Roosevelt dime struck in that year has already carved a place of significance in the world of numismatics. While at first glance it may look like just another ordinary dime you could find in your pocket change, the 2000 Roosevelt dime holds secrets that collectors know can make it a coin of tremendous value. The obverse features the familiar and powerful profile of Franklin Delano Roosevelt, whose leadership carried the nation through the Great Depression and World War II. His portrait has been a symbol of courage, progress, and resilience since it first appeared on the dime in 1946. Roosevelt's face is carefully sculpted, with the details of his hair, brow, and expression captured with precision. Above his head appears the word "Liberty," reminding every American of the principles he defended. On the reverse of the coin, the imagery is simple yet rich with meaning. A torch stands tall in the center, representing liberty, and it is flanked by an olive branch for peace and an oak branch for strength. This small coin carries a powerful message: liberty, peace, and strength, timeless values that continue to guide the American spirit into the new millennium. By the year 2000, Roosevelt dimes were struck in copper-nickel-clad composition, making them practical for circulation but not made of silver like earlier decades. Yet rarity and value do not come only from metal content. The Philadelphia and Denver mints were responsible for producing circulation strikes, while the San Francisco Mint crafted the proofs, each with its own unique qualities. Billions of these dimes were minted for general use, yet only a select few have stood out because of their condition, minting errors, or extraordinary preservation. Most of the dimes minted in 2000 lived ordinary lives, passing through vending machines, cash registers, and pockets. Over time, they became scratched, worn, and forgotten, but hidden in proof sets, collector rolls, and even change jars are coins that remain in nearly flawless condition, untouched by the wear of circulation. For coin collectors, the hunt for a pristine 2000 dime in mint state or proof condition is a challenge filled with excitement. Each discovery adds another piece to the story of American coinage. Grading plays a critical role in determining the value of the 2000 dime. Coins that reach the highest grades, such as MS-68 or PR-70, are extraordinarily rare and command strong prices in the marketplace. The San Francisco Mint's proof coins from 2000, especially those with deep cameo contrast, are particularly admired by collectors for their mirror-like fields and frosted designs. Bearer coins from the year 2000 have also captured attention. Off-center strikes, double die obverse, or coins struck on improper planchets transform an ordinary dime into a rare and treasured find. These rare mistakes are reminders that even with modern technology, perfection is elusive, and sometimes those flaws are what make a coin truly special. Collectors also treasure the symbolic value of a coin struck in the year 2000, the dawn of a new millennium. To own a flawless example of this dime is like holding history in your hand. The excitement of the 2000 Roosevelt dime lies in its dual nature, common and ordinary to most, yet astonishingly valuable to those who recognize its hidden rarity. When auction houses bring high-grade examples to the spotlight, bidding can be fierce. The demand shows just how strongly collectors value modern rarities. The artistry of the dime remains timeless. Even though it has been in circulation for decades, its design continues to capture admiration from all who take the time to look closely. Franklin Roosevelt's legacy lives on in this small coin, a daily reminder of his enduring influence on American history and values. For many collectors, the 2000 dime represents the perfect blend of accessibility and rarity. It is a coin you could stumble upon in everyday change, yet it carries the potential for extraordinary worth. The thrill of coin collecting comes from these very possibilities, discovering treasure in the ordinary and realizing that great value can sometimes be hidden in plain sight. Each 2000 dime tells a story, not only of minting but also of the countless hands it may have passed through before being recognized for what it truly is. The power of this coin lies in its transformation, from a 10-cent piece in circulation to a rare numismatic treasure highly sought after by collectors. As time passes, pristine examples of the 2000 dime become harder to find, making those that survive in exceptional condition even more valuable. Every rare coin is a piece of history, art, and luck combined into one small object, and the Roosevelt dime of 2000 is no exception. For those who are fortunate enough to discover one of these remarkable coins, the reward is not just financial but also the pride of owning a true treasure, and in one extraordinary case, the 2000 Roosevelt dime has been valued at the breathtaking price of $60,000. Top 5. The Roosevelt dime has been a part of American life for decades, a small coin that carries with it a powerful legacy. In 2001, the dime continued its journey through the hands of millions, yet some examples of this coin have proven to be worth far more than their humble face value suggests. At first glance, the 2001 Roosevelt dime looks just like any other 10-cent piece. Its copper-nickel-clad surface shines with the familiar design that Americans have come to recognize instantly. But behind its ordinary appearance hides a story that collectors know is extraordinary. The obverse presents the distinguished profile of Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the nation's 32nd president. His determined expression and strong features reflect the courage and leadership he displayed during some of America's most difficult times. Above Roosevelt's head is the word liberty, a timeless reminder of the principles he stood for. To the left, in small script, the motto, "In God We Trust," reflects the nation's enduring values. The year 2001 sits clearly at the bottom, anchoring the coin in time. On the reverse, the symbolism is powerful yet elegant. A burning torch in the center shines as a beacon of liberty, while an olive branch on one side represents peace and an oak branch on the other symbolizes strength. Together, these elements remind us that liberty must be protected with both peace and strength, values that have guided the United States throughout its history. The year 2001 was significant, as it marked the beginning of a new century and a new era. Coins minted during this year carry with them not only monetary value but also historical weight. Billions of dimes were struck for circulation in 2001, produced at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, while the San Francisco Mint created proof versions for collectors. Most of these coins entered circulation, fulfilling their ordinary purpose, yet a small fraction of them avoided the wear and tear of circulation. These coins, preserved in nearly perfect condition, are the ones that excite coin enthusiasts and command high value in the collector's market. Collectors carefully examine details such as strike quality, luster, and the presence of full torch lines on the reverse. When all these elements align, the dime becomes a shining example of numismatic excellence. The proof coins struck at San Francisco in 2001 are especially admired. Their deeply mirrored fields and frosted designs make them miniature works of art, showcasing the Roosevelt dime at its very best. But beyond condition, there are other factors that make certain 2001 dimes incredibly valuable. Minting errors, though rare, transform an ordinary dime into something truly exceptional. Off-center strikes, double die obverse, or coins struck on the wrong planchet are among the most sought-after error varieties. Each of these flaws tells a unique story and adds to the coin's rarity. Even though the coin is clad in copper and nickel, not silver, its worth can rise to astonishing levels when rarity and demand come into play. Collectors know that value is not always about metal, it is about scarcity and condition. The allure of the 2001 dime lies in its dual nature. For most people, it is just a simple coin worth 10 cents. But for those who look closer, it has the potential to be a treasure hiding in plain sight. This is what makes coin collecting so thrilling. A dime that may seem unremarkable at first can turn out to be a gem of great importance, simply because of its rarity, preservation, or error. Auction houses and coin dealers have seen remarkable examples of the 2001 dime cross their paths. These coins attract passionate bidding and high prices, demonstrating their true value. Every time a collector discovers one of these rare 2001 dimes in exceptional condition, it adds excitement to the world of numismatics. It proves that even modern coins can hold tremendous worth. As the years pass, the number of pristine examples decreases, making the survivors even more desirable. Time only adds to their rarity, and rarity drives value higher. For many, the Roosevelt dime is more than just currency. It is a piece of history that captures the image of a leader who reshaped America and the values that define the nation. The 2001 dime carries with it the legacy of Roosevelt while also marking the early years of the 21st century, a period of profound change in the world. It reminds us that coins are not just metal tokens, they are symbols of history, values, and national identity. And sometimes, they are also hidden treasures waiting to be uncovered. Collectors are always on the lookout for these treasures, searching through rolls, sets, and even pocket change in the hopes of finding one remarkable coin. The excitement builds with every discovery, for behind each dime lies the possibility of uncovering extraordinary value. What makes the 2001 Roosevelt dime so special is that it bridges the gap between the ordinary and the extraordinary. It is a coin that anyone could encounter, yet only the sharpest eyes will recognize its true worth. the thrill of coin collecting is alive in coins like this, where the potential for treasure is real, and the story behind the coin is as powerful as its value, from its design to its symbolism, from its historical context to its hidden rarity. The 2001 dime proves that even small coins can carry great importance. And for one of these remarkable Roosevelt dimes from 2001, its value has reached the stunning amount of $57,000.